Well, hey y'all, it's Megan. Welcome back to the channel. Glad y'all are here today. Come spend some time with us today. Honestly, I don't know what all we're getting into. We just got done with school for the day. And well, by the time you see this freeze will already be come and gone. But right now, at the making of this video, they're calling for a deep freeze in North Carolina. So, once again, I have gone and raided my poor little pepper plants that the frost has not yet to kill. We've had like 2 or 3 decent frosts, and well, it didn't quite get all of them. But they are about to get got, y'all. They're about to get got. But before that happened, that hot sauce that y'all seen me make a few videos back, I'm just telling y'all, and I know y'all done heard me and Andy talk about it 2 or 3 times now, but it is so good. So, I'm making a double batch of hot sauce before I let these peppers call it a year. So, spend some time with us today. Something else on my list is I have got to get those peas y'all saw us pick in the last video. I've got to get them shelled and canned. I'm so excited to see how many are in there. And people ask us all the time, do we ever go on vacation? Do we ever get to leave? Well, guess what? We are fixing to go to the coast for a couple days fishing. And oh, I'm so looking forward to being at the beach. There's never a bad time at the beach. But we've got to get some things squared away as far as the animals go to make it easier on our neighbors who's going to be taking care of everything for us. I just like to make it as easy as possible on the folks taking care of my critters, because if you make it pretty easy on people, you know, people will be happy to do it for you again. I feel like anyway. So, got to do that today too. My kraut is doing well. It's working off, but I'm going to have to bring it inside too while we're gone. But I'm not going to bore you with this part of the pepper process. I'm going to get all these peppers cut up, get my ingredients thrown in here, and I will catch back up with y'all out on the porch when I get to shell them peas. Brought y'all a treat. Look at this. Treats. Alright. Alright. They say, people keep telling me, hot pepper seeds are supposed to make your chickens lay eggs when they decided they don't want to lay eggs. We're just going to see how so that is. I got all these habanero tops and seeds in here for them. Plus, of course, plenty of other treats. Did y'all happen to leave me an egg today, though? Maybe? Maybe? Maybe not. Take that as a no. We're gonna have to have a talk. I need y'all to start doing something here. You gotta at least earn your keep a little bit. Entertain me. 1 egg every other day. Maybe. I like to watch chickens eat. It's very entertaining.
I just got back. Megan, you hadn't even seen it yet either. So come over here and look. I'm so excited about this, y'all. We got an email from a lady who, she's a few hours from here, and we ended up meeting her somewhere, or me and Jacob met her somewhere, but she gifted us this.
How exciting.
It's a Troy built horse tiller, electric start. Hasn't been run in several years. It belonged to her husband. But anyways, that's me a new project this winter to work on. I don't expect it to be a whole lot wrong with it, but I'm going to tell you, those are some fairly expensive tillers, and I was very, very grateful that she gave it to us. I tried my best to pay her something. She wouldn't take it.
And I wasn't able to be there, but I do want to say thank you for that too.
Yeah,
know.
I'm sure you'll watch, and thank you very much. We can't wait to get it off and get to working with it. I had one of these several years ago, and at that point in time, I kind of had lost need for a walk-behind tiller. I sold it, and I've been looking ever since, or not say ever since, I've been looking mainly this year for a walk-behind tiller, rear tine like that one, and just so happened she up and emailed us and asked if we'd be interested in it, and I mean, my goodness.
What a blessing, I know, I know.
But
just makes my heart want to explode.
I know it does.
So I started, while you were gone, I did at least finish my hot sauce that I was making. I made a double batch this time, so I made 6 pints and a jelly jar. And
is that how much you had last time?
No, I made a double batch this time.
So that's more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Missed the double part.
Yeah, I guess I did.
But me and Maggie started shelling peas off camera, and I was gonna video it, and I haven't made it that far, but there's plenty. Like, I feel like I ain't even made a dent in them. We sat out here for a long time shelling peas, but then we got distracted, and when Andy pulled up, what were we doing, Andy?
You were sitting there playing with Play-Doh.
I was making Play-Doh, people.
I was like, looks like to me you're supposed to be shelling peas, but what are y'all doing with the Play-Doh?
Me and Maggie got distracted. I didn't even break out the camera or anything.
Well, I asked her if she had recorded part of it, because I seen the tripod and all that stuff sitting there, and she said, no, I ain't got that far yet. I understand, trust me. So since we're fixing to go out of town, it ain't a whole lot around here we got to prepare for. For the most part, everything's good. But we're going to move some waters over here to the cows, and we're going to fill up several waters. And since it's supposed to get below freezing, I'm scared that if I leave the automatic float valve water we got on there, I'm scared it'll freeze while we're gone and bust it, and then we'll have a water leak. So instead of doing that, since we're only going to be gone a few days, we're going to take all the water troughs we got and put them down there in that pasture with the cows and just fill them up. Mm-hmm. And I really think that that'll be enough.
Yeah, and cows, they drink a lot of water, but luckily it's not hot, so we have to fill up one of these big ones about every other day right now with what we got out there.
Well, and the good thing is our neighbors that are feeding everything for us, I mean, they're going to keep a check on it
anyways, and they'll fill it up, but we're just trying to make it easier on them.
Let's see if we can get this one turned over. It's plumb full.
I bought that siphoning hose for this reason.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I bought that for this.
That would have been a good time to try it.
For this very reason, because I can't turn over these water troughs.
I didn't think about that at all. Well, just leave it laying there. Because I'm going to come down here with the tractor, the side-by-side one, and I'll throw everything on the back and tote it down. I just need your help turning that over. I'm just worried about all this stuff freezing and busting. I kind of hate being gone during this cold spell, but you know what? That's the way all your time, anytime you ever plan on going on vacation or doing anything like that, some kind of something happens and you're like, man, I really hate to leave during that.
And if you just keep waiting because something is always going to come up and something's always going to happen, then you'll never go anywhere, which is what I feel like I personally run into a lot.
Yeah, you always wait for the perfect time, and honestly, there is no perfect time.
That's right.
You just got to go.
So my hope is maybe the cold weather make the fish bite.
I don't know. We'll see. It's probably going to make it miserable down there on the beach, to be honest. But we'll see. All right, well, that's all I needed your help with.
Do you want to take this off?
No, leave it on there.
Oh.
It ain't going to hurt nothing.
So even if it freezes right there, it won't.
I ain't got no water running through it.
I know, but it has water in it on it. Or I guess not. I don't know. I don't know how they work.
I mean, I don't guess it's going to hurt to take it off. The crazy thing is we're going to have 2 cold days, and then it's going to turn right back warm again. Like extremely cold days.
I know.
I think that's kind of odd.
November
It's a
said,
very strong cold front
Here
coming
I
through.
am. For a minute.
For a minute, yeah. Then we're going back to October for a little bit. All right. Yeah, there ain't no...
Okay. Well, I didn't know how they worked. I didn't know if there was like water sitting in it or...
Alrighty. Well, thank you. That's all I
Let me
needed.
go back shelling my peas.
That's something else I'm going to do down here for the cows. I have a feeling that they'll run out of grass before we get back. They still got some good grass in there now, but I know that they'll probably eat it down pretty good. I'm going to put them two bales of hay in there and just leave it at that.
Sound like a plan.
That right there needs to be dumped out anyways.
I know.
It needs washing.
Yeah, I should have thought about my siphoning hose before we were out here trying to... Because that's what I bought.
Forgot I had
That's
it.
what I bought that thing for.
I forgot it. That would have been the perfect opportunity to try it out, that thing, because I've been looking for a reason to try that siphoning hose, and there, I had a reason and
Let's just dump
forgot
this one.
about it.
Let's dump this one.
The little one?
We'll just lay it
The
over.
little one's easy. Here, hold this, I can get that.
It's awkward.
Clean. Watch me say it's easy and not be able to do it.
Oh, you dump that in end over end.
That's the easiest way to do it.
Is
You
it?
got a little more leverage doing it that way. You can't, I don't know, I think it's easier to pick it up that
well,
way.
maybe I should try it that way next time.
All right. Seems like every time you try to go somewhere, though, there's a list of things you think about.
I'm going to put an extra water in with the chickens, too.
That's not a bad idea. I don't think they'll need it, but that ain't a bad idea.
Well, just in case, and that way. And I'm going to fill up another chicken feeder and set it inside that white house.
Okay. But I think there's always like a million things that run through your mind. Did I do this? Did I do that? Did I do this? It doesn't matter how much we prepare. As we're on our way down,
We're going to say, oh, no.
guarantee we say we forgot something.
Yep. Always.
Guarantee it every time.
Always.
Little man, you want to help me?
Yeah.
Go over and crank your little Kubota and put the bucket on the front.
Where's that? Down there where I know
Yeah, where you parked it at last.
Gotta let her warm up.
go back and watch that footage. Everything you just seen of Jacob hooking up that tractor to the bucket, he did it all on his own, moving the camera around and everything. So that was pretty cool. All right, tilt it back. There you go. Tote it through that gate out there, and I'll walk down there with you.
Okay.
Grab this one right here and take it over too. Take it way out kind of where you see the other silver water crossing. Jacob, we're going out there to that other water trough.
Okay.
There it is. I'm missing my other cow, but I see him down there. He's hiding behind a bush. I was starting to get worried. If you will you ride back up there and turn this water hose on?
Okay.
And unless you just want to, you don't got to come back down here. I just want to fill them up and wash them out.
Okay.
The water finally made it out here. It takes forever for it to get this far. It's a long stretch of water hose. All right, it's going to take a while to fill up all three of these, so I'm probably going to fill up one today. Maybe come back out here and fill up another one. I'll go ahead and dump this one out so we can get some fresh. But I'll probably let this one fill up. It'll take a while for it to fill up. I'll come back out here and move the water hose and put it in that next one. But in the meantime, we'll go back up here. And me and Jacob need to be working on his plows. But I got one thing I need to do before we get to working on those plows. The one thing I need to fix before we get to working on these plows is I broke a handle out of my hammer earlier. And I was just going to show Jacob how this works. So I went to the store and bought a handle. Now, handles like this are not my preferred choice, but it's all they had up there. I prefer to buy a handle that doesn't already have a finish on it. I would rather have just a raw handle, but it's what they had, so that's what I got.
Why would you rather have a raw handle?
Because I don't like that slick finish on it. I mean, it can easily be sanded off, but I would rather have something without that slick finish, and then I could finish it with some linseed oil. I think I got some right there. But you put linseed oil on that and soak it several times, and then it'll just about preserve it, as long as you keep it up. This right here will end up checking and peeling off here before long, especially if you leave it laying out in the sun or something.
And you repainted your handle with the same kind of paint that we're using for the plows.
I done what you told me to do. You
Yep.
wanted me to paint it red, so that's what I did.
Because I could tell by, like, in here where it hadn't been hit, it was red. So I was like, you need to paint it back red.
Yeah, I guess it used to be red. But red handles is easy to see. So we might end up having to shave some down on this handle. It ain't going on there as easy as I thought it would. Just barely touch it right around the edge and file it down just a little bit. I may just start.
How does that help?
every time you slam it, the force of it packs it down on there.
Wow.
See?
Wow.
It's going on there.
I think it's good now.
No, you want to get it all the way to at least the bottom of that crack right there.
Okay.
Because not it'll try to break.
That works really good. Now you need to take something and chop it off.
No, yeah, we'll cut it off, and then there's a slit in there that you drive this little wedge into that come with it.
Oh.
That spreads that wood out and keeps it where it won't come back off.
How do you slam it in there? Now it looks like you got a brand new hammer.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been just as easy to go out and buy a brand new hammer.
But this actually didn't cost you as much.
That's exactly right. It didn't cost me near as much, and
It's the same exact hammer, but we just fixed it up.
the time it's done, it'll probably be better than a new one. I need to get my saws on. We'll back that up. So, I can barely see the crack. You see it right there?
Yeah.
That's where we're going to put that wedge right there in it. And we're going to drive it down.
That means the handle has to be rotten for it to come off. Right?
Do what?
That means since you put that in there, now the handle really has to be rotten for it to come off.
Yeah, it's wedged in now. It ain't going nowhere. So the proper way now would be to kind of sand that down if you wanted to, but
It's fine.
it's fine. I'm not going to worry about that.
Now you need to put some stuff over that so it'll match with the rest of the hammer.
So that might be the exact proper way to fix a hammer handle, but it's the way I've always fixed them, and they've always worked. So something good to know is how to, I mean, you know, what's the point in throwing away that head? And you know something else you can do, and I've seen it, I've actually done it myself, is go to either auctions or antique stores or anywhere, and a lot of times they have a box that is full of hammer heads, axe heads, mallet heads. You can buy them things for cheap.
So that
And then turn around and put a handle in it, and you've got yourself a tool for cheap. You can see right there on the end how it's split it out, and it sort of makes everything expand and wedges that head up on there so it don't come off. Now, if that's not done right, it will eventually work loose, and you'll have to beat it back down. And if it starts working loose, which you don't want it to, but if it ever does start working loose, you can buy those little wedges right there separate and drive another one down in it. My grandpa used to take and drive nails down in them all the time to split them out, just because he didn't have the wedges. But, you know, like I said, that might not be the exact proper way to do it, but it's the way I've always done it, and it's always worked. Well, I think we're about to the point we can start putting stuff together on this plow.
Yeah.
Now, Jacob, take one of those bolts and put it in that hole. This is a box of plow bolts your grandpa had in there in the building. Thank goodness they was in there.
If they wasn't, we wouldn't have had nothing.
You can still find them, but we didn't have to buy none.
It's crooked.
It'll straighten up.
Huh?
These bolts?
Yeah.
I got the wrench right here.
Okay.
They're 11/16. 11/16 is about the only thing I've ever seen it used on was a plow. See, plow bolts are different though, because once you pull them tight, they pull up flush. Going the wrong way.
Oh. And these plows like this will be something. It'll be like something that I can have forever.
Hopefully.
Yeah. when I move away, I'm gonna take these plows with me.
Grab them nuts and bolts. Did you see this? This one's got a crack in it.
Does it?
Yeah, see it right there.
I thought you said that it's a good thing you bought the other one because the other one didn't have a crack in it.
This one's got a crack too.
Somehow it was easier to get this one than it was that one. If this wrench was like other wrenches and had a curve at the back.
Yeah, but them ain't. Yeah, them ain't made that way. Let me get on that one because that one right there is gonna probably a little bit tough where I boogered up the threads. Ain't that looking good?
It'll look even better when we have all the plow parts and stuff on there.
Want it though? Well, we might just go ahead and do it. I gotta lift it up to get the bolts to the points and stuff, and then them other bolts, once we lift it up, will be easier to get to, and I'll make sure they're tight too. We might throw a coat of paint on them because that ain't pretty, is it?
Mm-mm.
Well, here, let's do these first. Let's just go ahead and do these.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and stick these on here. This is the point. This is what you call the point on a plow. What I call a point, I think their technical name is a share. So since I've got it raised up, I do got a board under it over there. Since I got it raised up, I'm going to do this part.
It's complete now.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like.
Yep.
Yeah, Jacob, let me do this part right here since I've got it raised up, okay?
Okay, I'll be over here sanding these.
I don't think it's going to fall, but if it did fall, I'd rather it fall on me. So even when Jacob gets done with the pieces he's working on, which go right there, we're still not going to be able to finish because I am going to put a light coat of paint on them too so they match everything, and then that way they don't rust. Now, we won't be done either because we still got a bracket that goes from there to there and there to there. Then we still got to put the landslides on, which they bolt up on the side right here. That runs up against your fur and keeps it from wearing out this part of the plow. And then the tail wheel that goes on the end of the landslide still got to be put on. But we've got a little bit of work to do to that, so that's definitely not going to happen today. I really wanted to get the points on it though, so we could set it down on the ground and it wouldn't try to wobble. Right now it's very easy to turn over when it's just sitting on those feet. They ain't got to be perfect. Oh yeah, that's slick enough. Yeah. You know what, Jacob?
What?
For real, if we ain't going to use them, like, I mean, we probably will plow with them, but where it's going to be a while before we actually plow, it might not be a bad idea for me to pull them points back off and just throw a coat of paint on them.
Why?
Because right now they're just, like I don't know how to even explain it. These things ain't painted, but they ain't bare metal either. They will rust if they're just left sitting out. But when you got a coat of paint on them, it'll prevent that. I don't know. I actually had thought about that already, and I kind of forgot. I got it sighted and decided to go ahead and throw them on there. Got ahead of myself. Well, it'll take them right there at least an hour to dry to the touch, so It's gonna be a while. We probably won't fool with it no more this season, I don't bet.
You think it won't be dark? You think it'll be dark now?
Yeah, but we got to feed and all that, and we're gonna run and eat supper, and so yeah, be dark time we get back home. I went ahead and hung the landslides up there too. Got us a coat of paint on those. I'm gonna tell you, we're planning on plowing with these plows, and I think we still are. But it's gonna be hard to sink these things in the ground when they look this good. It really is. I mean, they almost look like brand new. The only thing we got left to do as far as the looks go, pull that tape off, make sure we didn't get anything, no paint on that.
Pull the tape off and put the sticker right there.
Yeah, we need to get a sticker. It's not exactly the right one, but it's pretty close. The size of it ain't perfect, but it's pretty close.
Well, I really thought I was going to get these done today.
We probably ain't even going to get them shelled tonight.
And here it is. It's dark again.
I was sitting here thinking about it. We need to remember to put these ferns and stuff up too before we leave, if we're going to try to overwinter them again.
Yep.
I think that one right there got a touch of frostbite the other night when we left it out.
Is that why it looks like that?
Yeah, I bet.
Well, they sure have. We've never overwintered them before until last year, and they did. They finally come back out pretty good.
Yeah, they did. Took them a while to come out, but once they come out, they look good. So I'm going to try to do it again. We'll leave the other hanging baskets there. It's time for them to
be done.
But
they've lasted, though.
Yeah, they've been pretty this year. I do want to try to keep them ferns, though. See how long we can hold on to them.
Wouldn't you eventually have to put them in a bigger pot, or no?
Well, I think I might even try to do that too. I think you're supposed to divide them after you hold on to them for so long.
Oh.
So like we would just cut them and then repot them. Last year I cut the foliage back all the way, you know.
Right.
And I think I'm going to do that again this year. Just cut all the foliage completely back, and then they'll start coming out new in the springtime. But between now and then I need to get some more pots and divide them up. I think that's what you're supposed to do anyways. We did a bunch of them when I was in horticulture class. And I think that's what we did, but I can't remember. After helping you shell these peas, I may decide I don't like them no more.
You'll appreciate them peas and dumplings a little more.
They might taste a little better.
That's right. That's the only bad thing about these little green peas is they just... Because there ain't many, even the ones that big ones.
Them big pods, though.
I mean, there's still some. I mean, there's still several in them, but it's not. You know, some of them. What do they consider? Cow peas.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes you get a long strain of them, you just.
Well, I know one thing. It really makes a difference on these too, to whether they're ready to peel or not. I mean, shell.
Yep.
Big time difference.
Yep. If they're not ready, you have to fight it a little harder. Pretty chilly out here tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I had to go put my sweatshirt on.
It was. If we keep on going with this, I might move my operation in the house. It is chilly.
Feels like crisp fall weather. It's crisp.
Yeah, it's crisp. Don't get me wrong, I like it. I ain't complaining about it, but it is cold. I don't have quite enough clothes on.
Oh, you know
Maybe.
something else that's really good that
What?
me and Andy have discovered?
What?
Peas and carrots.
Oh, wow.
I've always heard it on Forrest Gump, and I remember them serving it at school, but I didn't eat it at school, I'm pretty sure.
Well, you know what? Back when we was kids, we didn't have fresh peas and we didn't have fresh carrots,
right.
so we didn't eat it. But with fresh peas and fresh carrots,
It's really good.
It is very good together.
It is. So now, I understand. We go together like
Peas and carrots.
Honey, we go together like peas and carrots.
Which one am I, the pea or the carrot?
I don't know. Oh, me. But anyways, guys, I guess we'll continue this video in the morning, and I will see y'all then in just a few seconds. Well, y'all, here we are the next day. No, it is not the next morning. Time has just run right on away with me this morning. Has that ever happened to any of y'all? I feel like it happens to me all the time. All the time. So, I'm just filling up some pint jars with my green peas here. I think I'm going to have several pints. I am tickled to death. My canner will hold 10 pints. That would be awesome if I could get that many. So, when you can green peas, super simple. I just fill them up to that little line right there. They don't swell too bad. I found that out the first time I canned them. I thought they would swell kind of like beans do, but they really don't, so it's okay to fill them on up there to the top. And make sure my peas are covered. Actually, I about forgot the most important step. Half a teaspoon of salt. You don't have to. I like to put salt in my canned stuff. But I like to have forgot. So I'm doing cold water because these peas has been in the refrigerator overnight. So you don't want to shock your glass. So I'll also put them in a cold canner. In turn, that's probably going to take them a little longer to come up to pressure because everything is cold. But you want it all to come up to temperature at the same time. If I were to put this cold jar with these ice cold peas in them in a hot canner, you're just asking for a broken jar or tin. And I'm just scooping them here. I can get more than a handful by doing them that way. I am so glad that I had enough to can. It's time to get these in the pressure canner. So I'm going to break out my handy dandy ball blue book guide to preserving. Now this is an old version of it. There is a newer version. I don't even remember what number this one is. But there is a newer version of this book. But I don't know if the camera picks it up, but I have about wore this thing out. If you're new to preserving, or even if you're not, I highly recommend you getting you one of these here books. Let me find peas. Alright, we're going to process these under 10 pounds of pressure for 40 minutes. Alright. I got it. So remember what I said just a minute ago, cold jars are going into a cold canner. Now yes, you do put water in all pressure canners. Make sure you got your water in there. And I've already put water in this one. And I ended up with 9 pints. Ain't that something? So what I'll do, if you're new to canning, what I'll do now, I've got my heat cut on high, well, medium high. I'm going to wait till I start seeing steam come from here, let it do that about 10 minutes, and then I'll put my weight on. Look at there. Perfect. Oh, and they smell so good. There's a little bit of siphon in that jar. It's nothing that'll hurt anything though, as long as it seals, it won't hurt anything. there it is. Well, there you have it, folks. There's my canned peas, and well, we're fixing to head out. So, don't forget, the next video is going to be a little different, and we'll put an announcement out on Facebook too. But Friday's video, the next video, will be a live stream. So we don't know what time yet. Make sure you got your notifications on if you want to, or you can just watch the live stream later. Ever what works best for you, but we're just going to be doing a live stream this Friday. Hadn't done one in a while. And so, anyways, guys, hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Hope you might have learned a little something, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Have a good one.